Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today I'm talking about a video I came across. And I was looking for, weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I was looking for a more efficient way to flip my tire. Because I felt like, hey, my tire's only 500 pounds. I can deadlift over 500 pounds. So why is this tire so hard to flip? I can do it, but it just feels like it's so inefficient. So I went on YouTube and looked up some ways on how to flip a tire properly. And the first video I came across was this video by this channel, which I'll be showing little clips from them. And it's ironic because the video is called How to Properly Flip a Tire, and it cannot be any more wrong. Like, I rarely comment on videos with negativity, but I actually left a comment on the video saying almost everything discussed in this video was wrong. And this is a pretty big name channel, and they have a far and wide outreach. So they have almost 500,000 subscribers, and that's teaching 500,000 people how to do something wrong. So you have to be very wary about where you get your information from and not just worry about getting things from one source. When you get a lot of different sources together and look for overarching things, that's where you get the best form from. That's what I did. I looked at many strongman competitors and looked how they flip, and they all said similar things. Ironically, none of them were in this video. So let's get into the video a little bit. So mistake number one, he's saying get really close to the tire with your feet in a sumo stance. If you do that, the only way you can break the tire off the floor is to deadlift it. But then once it gets to a certain height, the only way to make the tire then go forward is by bicep curling it essentially. And if the tire gets heavy enough, you will 100% tear your bicep tendons or maybe even the muscle in general. So that's already mistake number one. And he keeps claiming that you're doing all the work with your hips, yet the arms are what propel it forward. So obviously he's a little bit misguided in the way you are using your hips in a tire flip. So they keep saying you use your hips, and you just saw both of them. If you slow the video down, the movement, the top half of the movement is initiated solely by the arms. It's basically a jumping power curl, which will do nothing for any athletic performance. If you want to see how many times you can flip the tire and how explosive your biceps are, go ahead. But if you do this with a heavy enough tire, you'll find out how explosive your biceps are, believe me. Already mistake number one, and then they're talking about how this is great to generate power, and I get it, but they're doing it wrong. So you have to use your hips. What you want to do is get your chest up and get yourself very low on the tire to where your chin is just on top of the tire. Then, by getting your chest up into proper position, you're literally then leveraging the tire off the floor. Then you start extending, which is known as triple extension, your knees, ankles, and hips all at once as you shove the tire forward with your chest and then drop down under and push. As you can see, the arms are just hooks, like in a deadlift. They're not meant to initiate any movement. This is like a power clean with a tire. It's a good movement for explosivity and explosiveness, just like how they said in this video, which they are right about, but they were just performing it wrong. The main beef I have with this is the video looks great, they're pretty well spoken, good production value, but the information in it is wrong. So like I always say, substance over flash. Actually, I haven't said that in a while. I don't know why I said. But no disrespect on these dudes. They seem to have a very popular channel. I'm just saying, don't look at everything at face value. You have to dig a little deeper and do more research. Don't just rely on one source. So, if you like this video, please click that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share the videos with your friends if you think they'll like them as well. If you have a question for me, drop them in the comments. And as always, class is dismissed.